Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, when William Samoei Ruto came to power, he came out boldly to condemn the issue of forceful disappearance. And he was putting a blame on a special unit within the police service, which was dealing with the matter to do with finishing just Kenyans. Then you would find some bodies in maybe Yala, River Yala there, some bodies in Forest. He even made allegation that there is one police station within Nairobi where Kenyans are being taken to and they are being murdered in that police station. Then they are dumped in a tank within a police station. In fact, this made William Samoei Ruto to condemn Mutyambai and Kinoti so strongly. He went to an extent of forcing Kinoti and Mutyambai to resign. And indeed, he confirmed on camera in one of the round table interview that he was the one who fired Kinoti and Mutyambai because of forceful disappearance, whereby many youth suffered and the Kenyans at large. In fact, he went further to totally disband that police unity that was dealing with the people. In fact, he was referring to it as the killer squad. That was William Samoei Ruto for you. But now, Azimio is revealing that Ruto has formed another squad that they are referring to as Operation Support Unit, OSU. And this unity is trained to kill. A trained killer squad that is meant to come and deal with those individuals who politically do not align to Kenya Kwanza or agree with William Samoei Ruto.
Mambo ya usalama ikaharibika. Polisi wakabadilika wakawa ni watu wa kuwaua wa Kenya badala ya kuwalinda. Tumevunja ile ilikuwa inaitwa special sijui nini ya police ambayo ilikuwa inaua wa Kenya kiholela. That is the history we want to forget. Let our competitors not remind us of the many things they did against this country. We have also a plan on how to secure this country so that we avoid the shame of Kenyans killed through extrajudicial killings and put in Yala River and other rivers. We're going to secure.
And this is what Raila Odinga has shared on his official Facebook page. This is what he's saying here in a press statement. Press release July 15, 2023, that's yesterday. Those killed and arrested by Ruto are martyrs and political prisoners. We are yet again in the throes of a liberation struggle. This time we are struggling to be liberated from politics of deceit, corruption, dictatorship, and arrogance. Kenyans have never lost a liberation struggle. We get beaten, arrested, and killed, but we never lose. In the past, we have suffered detention without trial, police brutality, and even a totally compliant judiciary, and still we did not lose. We shall not lose the one currently underway. Police killing during protests have happened in the past. Almost always those shot are innocent Kenyans not involved in demonstrations. Those killings are meant to spread fear among Kenyans so that they succumb to the excesses of the regime. Unfortunately, this time round, it is not just the official security officers that are being unleashed on Kenyans. Kenya Kwanza has embedded a trained killer squad in the name of Operation Support Unit into the official security agency and unleashed it on Kenyans. OSU, now under a Mr. Zakaria Kariuki, was disbanded a few years ago and its members sent home. The squad is back. Last Wednesday, OSU was in action in Kamkunji, Jogoo Road, and Mlolongo, firing at protesters and killing some. OSU's main brief is to hurt and execute Azimio leaders and protesters. It is the squad Ruto is counting on kusafirisha Azimio leaders, as Mr. William Ruto warned. Remember what Ruto said? He will not allow mass action. He was somewhere and he said, nitawakalia ngumu. He even said that the one that we had last, it is the last one. It will never happen again. We continue. We will soldier on, arrest, trumped up charges, illegal detention, and incarceration have happened in the past. We have always remembered the victim as the heroes of our liberation. We remember heroes like the late George Anyona, Edward Oyugi, Ngodo Kariuki, and Njeru Kadhangu, who were jailed on trumped up charges. We remember Koigi wa Omwere, who was numerous times arrested, detained, bailed, and held for several years, each time in attempt to silence him. We remember the recently deceased Professor Misael Mugo and the late Professor Ali Mazurai, who were forced into exile. We remember Kenneth Matiba and Charles Rubia, who were detained without trial for demanding for what is today a basic reality of Kenyans politics and one of the pillar of our republic, multi-party politics. Okay. In this, the folly of our past dictatorship is evidenced by the fact that Dr. Willie Mutunga and Mohammed Ibrahim, who were also detained for demanding multi-party politics, survived to become Chief Justice and Judge of the Supreme Court, respectively. Walikuwa detained, they suffered, but they got a chance to serve. But look at the word that Raila is using there. Look at that word, folly. As we soldier on, we condone with the families of all those killed by Ruto and celebrate them as martyrs of our liberation. We acknowledge all those being arrested and charged and acknowledge them as political prisoners. We shall overcome. Right Honorable Raila Odinga, Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition Party. That's from Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, we are continuing with this Punchline discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, you can understand why Azimio has brought this. And they're referring to those people who have been arrested and the ones who have been killed during demonstration as martyrs. This is where we are now. So it is clear, after Ruto disbanding the squad he referred to as killer squad. Najua wakati umwe kulikuwa na kwekwe. Alafu wakati wa Kibaki kukakuwa na another squad. You can tell me in the comment section if you remember. Pia wakati wa Uhuru amekuwa na squad yake. Now the worst is that this squad is now being used to deal with the Kenyans politically. You know, such squad was formed to deal with the notorious thieves, notorious murderers, notorious robbers. Kuna watu wengine ukishika peleka kotini unaachiliwa. Na unaona tu kweli hawa. Kwa mfano hasa mtu kama Mackenzie yule mwenye ameua watu. Unashika unapeleka anaachiliwa. Unashika unapeleka. Sasa squad kama ilikuwa inatengenezwa ya kudeal na watu kama hao, wanawa silence hivyo. Because they are trouble in society, they can finish a society, but they always get bailed. Yani they always get to survive. Or even they get jailed, but then in prison they get to bribe their way and they get released by police officers. Wewe unalipa mshahara ya 30,000. Mtu amekwambia niko na milioni 5 hapa. Si unaachilia yeye unapata milioni 5 na hata ukifutwa kazi you will survive. So such people were being dealt with this kind of squad. That's what was meant to deal with it, so that they can bring that needed peace in the country. But now the worst with this one of William Samoei Ruto, according to what Azimio is saying, is now meant to come and deal with the politicians and the Kenyans who are not aligned to William Samoei Ruto politics. You don't support him, he sees you like an enemy, and this is the team that is coming to deal with you. When we talk about the real dictator, if this is true, then this is the reality of dictator. You are either with him, or if not, you can't survive. It was surprising to see some police officers who are not in uniform. Did I say police officers? Some individuals who are not in a police uniform, but they were carrying guns. They were being protected by police officers who are now in uniform. Now you understand about the Operation Support Unit, OSU. Those are the people that Kenyans were questioning on social media. Because it is very clear, when police officers goes to deal with the people who are in demonstration, they should be in uniform. So that this one is a police officer. But once they're not in uniform, you are being treated as among the people who are demonstrating. Sasa hawa jamaa walikuwa huko na hawakuwa na uniform. No wonder they were shooting direct to people with live bullets to kill. This country is now in the hands of people who do not care about humanity. When you say the finance bill is not good, they bring a bullet to you rather than bring a solution. When you say we need subsidy, they respond with a bullet. When we say that there is no medicine in hospital, they respond with a bullet. So they want to gag Kenyans so that you can't speak your mind. I think Kenya Kwanza has to come clean on this, and they have to confirm indeed what is happening. But the more we keep quiet, the more we will be oppressed, because then there will be no one to speak for anyone. So it is better you speak for yourself as of now.